Paris 1981, when East End skinheads took the city. In this video, we rewind to 1981, a year etched in memory, especially for those tied to the skinhead culture. A world of loyalty, pride, and violence. A subculture often debated, sometimes misunderstood, but impossible to ignore. Today, we bring you a raw account from Tony, an East London skinhead who lived it. Back then, the skinhead scene in Essex was massive and brutal. The firms from Dagenham, Tilbury, Romford, proper outfits, nothing soft about them. Heavy boots, heavier hands. On bank holidays, Southend turned claret and blue, a full West Ham invasion. They came dressed for war, shaved heads gleaming, Ben Shermans buttoned up like armor, braces tight over Fred Perry polos, sham army patches, bulldog ink on arms. This wasn't fashion, it was identity. And every one of them was game for whatever kicked off. The year before, 1980, they'd gone to a jam gig in Paris, and it was carnage. French PSG skins wrecked the place and wrecked the Brits. One of Tony's mates from Leeton got smashed and dragged across the floor like trash. The band played on, Weller draping the Union Jack over his mic stand while his fans got demolished. Humiliated, angry, they swore they'd never let it happen again. So in '81, they came back, not for the music, for payback. The coach was packed with hardened lads from East London and Essex. These weren't scooter-riding mods. These were the ones from the soul clubs of Soho, the ones who knew each other from scraps, scars, and seafront brawls. This wasn't just about football. This was tribe. They arrived in Paris, straight into the heat and fumes of the city. Parked up in a brasserie near the venue, trying to keep it cool. Drinks, small talk, the usual. But everyone could feel it coming. The buzz in your gut. That tension you can't ignore. Then it kicked off. A rusted Renault rolled up. French skins jumped out. Bomber jackets, boots black as night, red paint scrawled across the car, die English pigs. They stood across from the brasserie, weapons in hand, shouting, taunting. More joined them, 10, 20, 40 deep. The tension snapped, bottles flew, glass shattered, blood sprayed. The first chair that flew was Tony's. The pub turned into a war zone. Ornaments ripped off the walls, bottles became grenades, mirrors exploded. Someone even hurled a scythe. Yes, a decorative scythe. Total chaos. Tony recalls his first target, a tall French skin swinging a chain. He didn't expect a pint glass to the face. Another tried to rush him with a bat, but Tony's mate Robbie, fists like anvils, folded a metal stool over his back. Down he went. The mob scattered, but the Brits weren't done. They chased them through the metro, flipping their Renault and setting it alight like it was paper. Paris was burning. The underground became a battlefield, platforms, staircases, between train carriages. Tony remembers one French skin swinging nunchucks, holding everyone off like Bruce Lee on speed. Then a massive West Ham lad crept behind him, split a Coke can in half, and jammed it into his ears like razor blade headphones. He dropped, screaming. They finished him on the stairs. When they made it back to the venue, bloodied and breathing heavy, they stood front and center, a wall of defiance. The crowd parted. Weller saw them, said nothing, just gave a slight nod and a crooked smile. He knew. They all knew. Later, riot police arrived. No English, no warnings, just batons raised. They herded the crew onto their coach, blocked off traffic, and gave them an armed escort straight to Calais. Onto the ferry like a virus, the city was desperate to eject. This wasn't about football anymore. Spurs, West Ham, even Chelsea were there. But it wasn't club colors that mattered that night. It was London. It was payback. Tony doesn't glamorize it. He knows what it was, but he doesn't hide from it either. It happened, and he'll never forget it.